Hey guys, Link14C here, bringing you Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. The first turnabout. I have honestly never played the first Ace Attorney game, random fact. And I'm sorry about the echo. I may turn this volume down a bit so I don't overpower, or the game volume doesn't overpower me. There we go. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, I'm nervous. Right. Oh, hi, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I am that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Oh no. Something stinks. I played the other games. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. He sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. When it stinks, it's the butts. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. In 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a very serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor? Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consciously. State the name of the defendant in this case. Well, it's Larry Butts, okay? The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read. Don't mind me. Just gonna Cindy profiles. Cindy Stowe. Just be sure. It's wait. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I'm feeling a migraine coming on. What the fuck? It's like the fat guy in a hemorrhoid. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it any time, okay? Remember to check it off. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. God damn it, Mia, you're hot. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block. I like that one. That's a joke. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. I saw that. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Said you added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during this trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button and check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim you had recently dumped to? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned me and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a very large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. I was reading the wrong person's line. Daddy's sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. Oh no. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Stone was. Yeah, she was a bitch. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Ooh, okay, A part of me wants to wait and see what happens, but I feel that's a mistake. No. If I've learned anything from what I saw outside, I'm gonna make a quick save. Just in case. And I'm gonna stop him from answering. My client has no idea that the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? Shit. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Hey, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be too loud because there are other people in the house, and this is a small house. So, yeah. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? I think I should have him answer honestly. I feel like that's the right move, and I feel like quick saving is a good idea every time I do this. I'm not confident in myself, so have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. The truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order? Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit. Sawit? Frank Sawit, goddammit, to the stand. Oh god, I don't trust this guy immediately. And it's not just the dot on his forehead and his age in the face. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, this is correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately, however the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Right where? I'm curious on where the defendant is sitting, because I have no clue. Larry, why didn't you just tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sart used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Perusal? Perusal. It's very hard to say that word with the voice. Blackout record was added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies and testimony the witnesses gave. It's all a lie! Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? I can't remember the voice I gave him. Damn it. Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. So, I'm not going to read this because it's the same stuff. Just a quick little thing. These exclamation points are basically tries. If you fail, you lose one of those tries. And once you lose all of them, you fail the case. So that's beautiful. Must be in a hurry because of... Okay, let's look at the evidence. I'm an attorney. That's what I'm gonna do. No. Can you all see my mouse? No, you can't. Okay, cool. What? Hold up. Hold up. I see the... Sorry, lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. Called the police immediately, however the phone in our apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remembered the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. I would like to raise the objection. Holy shit, that objection was like 20 miles per hour. Holy shit. 20, like 80. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. That was a pun because his first name's Frank. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes at the time... Wait. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sard, did you really saw it? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now.
Oh, I remember now.
I keep messing up the voice. Anyway, would you care to give your testimony again?
This is...
Witness testimony, the time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but was it? Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a videotaped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. I'm terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I would like to beat the I see.
I see.
You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this. I'm gonna press it. That was me pressing on my screen with my finger. I would like to take and point out this blackout. I would like to raise an objection here. Hold it right there. The prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. I wear a toupee. Well...
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sod?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sod?
The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding a body.
Very well, Mr. Sod. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Witness testimony. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time.
I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment.
Wasn't there?
Yeah,
and the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. Defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Okay, so let's look at my evidence. Statue in the shape of a thinker. It's rather heavy. Saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? I would like to press that. A table clock? Is there a clock at the scene?
This is the first I've heard of it.
Oh, that gave me no information. Thank you, other Phoenix Wright games. Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. I want to press it. That must have been what I saw. Wait. What? The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock. That was used as a weapon. That's what I said. Did you doze off in the... Something's... Okay, yes, something's very fishy here. I'm gonna present the statue. I was hoping pressing can give me more in. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. This was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just, who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Salt. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a tabletop after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any...
Yes.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony.
The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went to the apartment or the victim. Oh, now this is a thing. I want to say because he went into the apartment. But I feel like he knew the victim. He may have known the victim was the guy who killed her. So, I'm going to click knew the victim. Tell me, isn't it true that you knew the victim? In fact, you were one of her sugar daddies. Be frank, Mr. Salt. Frank? I'm always frank. Your Honor, we have complete records of the victim's relations. Mr. Frank Salt does not appear in... I think, please, Mr. Wright, is the best response you can muster up. Try to refrain from making off-the-cut accusations. Yes, Your Honor, let me think this over. The witness knew it was a clock because he... Okay, so, luckily, that was a weird sound. So, luckily, apparently we didn't get a strike. Nice. Went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock. And the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court? Intrigued. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Salt, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke as you predicted. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you're so certain at the time. What's that meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard... No, I mean, saw it. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn. Give him death. Oh, please, butts, don't butt in.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There's under shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. Better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. heard was definitely this clock. In fact, it's clear. Try sounding the clock. Ooh. Now here's the thing. Examining the clock's batteries, that wouldn't do shit. Asking neighbors, that could help, but I imagine they would also have heard the impact against her skull with the fucking thing. Again, I'm a pansy, and I feel if I fuck this up, then case over, right? Or at least I get a strike, and I don't like getting strikes. So, let's try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock?
I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sod heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sod, try to talk your way out of this one. Your toupee is on the floor. You may want to pick it up. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Can't prove that. You don't have a case. That's right. You could have proved that. Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. Means I cannot let you indict the witness, unfortunately. Sends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sod. I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Almost had him. I'm sorry I couldn't. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sod. Oh, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I think I can. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere and prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves the clock was running slow. I want to say the blackout record. That's like the best thing I can think of it being. The blackout would take and cause the clock to reset. She got it from Paris. That's it. Take that. If I fuck this up. The victim just returned home the day abroad before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day here. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sod? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
What? Did he just, like, die? What? Order! Order, I say! Is he okay? I hope not. I'm sorry. That's a terrible thing to say. Still don't hope he's okay. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete the defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Where has he been? Seriously, like... And with that, the court is adjourned. This court is adjourned. It turns out Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim was at home. After he left, Mr. Sott let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sott grabbed the nearest blood object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headline now. Harry Butts, innocent. Yeah, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this one. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? That's cheesy. Seriously. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, but I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right. Why do I have to present evidence? What the heck is she talking about? Statue, of course. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Oh, speaking of Harry, were you saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe. Over drinks. Is that her asking me out? I hope so. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." And I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay me. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh no, not the... We just met her. Already? Turnabout sisters, god damn it, I thought this was a third case. A brand new episode has been added. Well guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, why? That's my big question. That's always my question. But I want to give a question for today. And as my Phoenix Wright background is on my second monitor. That's amazing. So, my question for today, for this episode, because with the Phoenix Wrights, I want to have a question that'll make you think, if nothing else. The question for today is, well, I'm just thinking of it now. That's what the question is. What is going to be the question of the day? Okay, the question of the day is, do you enjoy the Ace Attorney games? I mean, it's not a really thought-provoking question, but, like, is this something you would want to watch on a long-term basis? Like, you know, and watch me play through the series, and maybe make it one of the full-time playthroughs. So, if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. Or if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. I'm Link14C, and I'm Audi 5000. Peace.